Martin Luther King Jr. Day by Trudi Trueit. Martin Luther King Jr. was a brave African American leader. Martin Luther King Jr. was born on January 15, 1929. His family nicknamed him ML. ML grew up in Atlanta, Georgia. ML had an older sister, Christine, and a younger brother, Alfred. King married Coretta Scott in 1953. They had 4 children. After college, King became a minister like his father and grandfather were. People called him Reverend King or Dr. King. African Americans did not have the same rights as white people in the 1950s. They could not go to the same schools as whites. They could not eat in the same restaurants. They could not even use the same drinking fountains. King began to speak out against laws that treated people differently. He led peaceful marches. He gave powerful speeches. King's most famous speech was called "I Have a Dream." He said he hoped that someday his children would live in a nation where the color of their skin would not matter. King's words helped change things. U.S. President Lyndon Johnson signed the Civil Rights Act in 1964. It gave all Americans equal rights. The Voting Rights Act of 1965 made sure that every adult American who wanted to vote could do so. Many people agreed with King. Others were strongly against him. King was shot and killed on April 4th, 1968. A national holiday was created to honor King in 1983. It is the 3rd Monday in January. Banks, schools, and post offices close on this day. Ways to celebrate. Many American schools hold special ceremonies the Friday before Martin Luther King Jr. Day. Students read essays about what civil rights mean to them. They talk about how to treat people of all races fairly. Churches hold special services on Martin Luther King Jr. Day. People read out loud from King's speeches. Choirs and musical groups perform. Some families visit museums on the holiday. They look at photos of King and the way life used to be before the Civil Rights Act. They may also watch videotape of King speaking. Martin Luther King Jr. Day is also a day to serve others. Many people pick up litter in their neighborhood. They plant trees in the park. They help feed and house the homeless. Cities across America also hold parades and marches. People of all backgrounds walk together in memory of Martin Luther King Jr. and his dream.